All right. Let's get this show on the road. Mr. Green, what is going down? Diablo is OP. I don't know if I'd say he's OP. He's definitely good. He's definitely far better than he was. I don't know, because I've only tried him twice. Yeah, I tried him against, well, I'm just checking on a couple of things quick before I get started here. I tried him twice against Mysterio, and I just gave up on that because at the time I didn't realize that there was just an issue with parry, and I thought I just need to learn how to play the game again. And then I tried him twice against Winter Soldier, and same thing there. But the one thing that's really impressing me is the regen, and I might end up taking X23 to rank 2. Yeah, probably during the stream. But I was also looking to do Diablo, but for Diablo I'm gonna wait a bit. I could see them coming back and saying that his regen is bugged. It really reminds me of the way Hood was when they initially did that bug. Like, his regen was just so good. And that's kind of how Diablo's feels. But outside of the regen, I really can't, like, damage-wise, playability, I really can't say. Because I didn't play him prior to this, so I don't know, how much better or worse he was. So. But yeah, that regen to me just doesn't seem something that Bam would allow. So, Forger, how many tries did it take you to get Mysterio? You're gonna R3 Sentry after Summer of Pain? Okay. So you're gonna choose a skill T5CC or skill. You're gonna choose a science T5CC. Of course, they say that. Why wouldn't they? No, I think in his case though, really that should be the way the regen is going to work. But I don't know. I could see. Well, no. So actually, yeah, Mysterio. I didn't even get Mysterio down 2%. I don't think. But when I was doing Winter Soldier, I got down as low as 20%. On purpose, and then he was using specials and was getting hit not on purpose, and I still finished the fight at like 70 to 80%. So I think it's great, but I just don't see that something that Kabam intends. But I think the Diablo one. Because Diablo was live, or not Diablo, the Hood one, I think he was live for at least one day, maybe 2. And then it was a third day where they said at least the regen was not intended. And then I think it might have been the third day as well where they said they were going to just revert the buff and they would redo it. And it was supposed to have priority, but wasn't that like February or March? Like, it was a while ago. So, which I wonder, and I hadn't thought of that, I wonder if what they'll do for that is if, like, whatever month that they're going to release the Hood one, I wonder if they'll just have that as a 4th buff on top of the other 3 that they would be doing. You already ranked him? You already ranked Diablo? Well, I think maybe everything else will be fine. It's just that the regen, and I mean, maybe that's going to stand as is. It's just that there's already precedent for this, right? Where they buff somebody, the regen comes out really strong, and then they say that wasn't intended. Far too many. I used 2 revives. One was a literal waste. Okay. So it wasn't necessarily like just a walk in the park. It was still difficult. Okay. I think I would have given it a decent go, if not, because I was just getting really annoyed with the parrying messing me up. Some of it probably was my fault, but there was definitely some of it that was the game. But at the time, I didn't realize that it was a game problem to begin with, so... the regen is good save. Oh, no, I'm not saying that I think it's bad. No, I like it. I think it's great. What I'm saying is I don't think Kabam, I think they're going to say it's not intended. I think they're going to say it's not working as it was supposed to. Because that's how they had said it with the Hood. Now, I think the Hood's one, I think he was regenning beyond the lifesteal. But I don't remember for sure. No, well, like I said, right, I got down to 20% and finished the fight off at 80%, even though I was continually throwing specials and still getting hit. So, yeah. Oh, you know, it works out really well too, right? Because he's a poison dealer, and there really aren't many poison dealers in the game, right? The best currently is Mortal Abomination, which, with the sustainability of... Oh, so there is something I saw on the forums, which I don't know if this is accurate or not, but what it was suggesting was for other... so for I-Bomb, for example, he has poisons on him, but those poisons decrease the regen, right, as poison does. That isn't the case with Diablo. So that might be why to me he seems like he's healing too much. So maybe that's what they'll say. So the regen might stay, but it might be that when you're running suicides, the poison that you start off with, maybe that is supposed to reduce the amount of healing that, because it doesn't look like it is at all. And to be fair, if that is what they come back with, I think that would be legitimate. It would reduce how strong his healing is, but it would make sense. And I think in my case, if I were... because I'm not too sure whether or not I want to take him to R2. But I think if it's just that the poison would reduce his healing a little, I think I would still want to take him to R2. Like, I don't think that would have that big of an impact. But I am going to wait probably about a week before I would do anything with him, rank-wise. But I probably will mess around with him in ROLO. Which, actually, now that I'm saying all of that, I'll probably wait before taking X23 to rank 2. So I'm only going to be able to do one more rank 2. It said something about Diablo has self-poisons. I don't think so. Let me see. Because that is the case with I-Bomb. And I don't know if you'd have that exact mechanic on... Yeah, I guess you could have it on another champion, but... Let's have a look. Because it pretty much looks as though 2 revives is not bad, though. No, not at all. Not at all. Namit, how you doing? How is your evening coming along? Opinion on new summoner appreciation objective? So it's not called appreciation, which I don't know, because what it's summoner event.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
I'm not really too sure what I think. Spidey, how you doing? Thank you for the follow. And summoner depreciation. Mr. Gaming, how goes it? I think I'll actually wait until tomorrow to really have an opinion, because it's still possible that we could get a calendar as well, which would change things a little bit, like my opinion on it. But if this is the summoner appreciation type of thing, I don't think I like it too much. Just because I think the appreciation thing, I don't know if we really should be doing anything, right? But like I do like I like that we get stuff and we pick what we're going to get, as opposed to it being determined what the order is. So, Spidey, it's going all right. It's going all right. So, let's see. So, incoming poison effects suffer negative 100% potency. Into pre-fight. Colossus mix. Personal poison debuffs. Unless otherwise stated, Diablo's poison debuffs. Okay, no, this is what he's applying. Yeah, I don't see Diablo's poison debuffs inflict direct damage over 14, reducing healing. Yeah, so that's what he's doing to the other. I don't see anything about him having any poisons on himself. So I think he's meant to be played with, yeah, I think so. Where's the part? Oh, okay, that's within here, right? Yeah, Wild Poison Diablo takes 19% reduced damage from all sources. And then, yeah, and then also Wild Poison uses more damage. Yeah, Mr. Epic, you don't need to be spamming all the emojis. Mr. Taz, how you doing? How goes it? Do you think there will be backlash as they are making it a little battle pass? It's going to be an issue for the free-to-play people, which fair enough. But anybody who already spends money normally on the game, they'll be fine with it because it's money they'd be spending anyways. So, but I think, if you're somebody who will spend for like July 4th, Cyber Weekend kind of thing, I think you really need to start paying attention because the game is becoming in order to play the game, you're going to have to pay money. Not like, I don't think I know how to explain it. It's incremental, right? So we have a champion now that the only way you get that champion currently is through paying for it. Now we've got a section that in order to reap the rewards, you've got to pay to access them. And it's not like the Sigil, where it's just extra stuff on top of what you normally get. And I think we're going to see more of this going forward. So, we better get Hercules. I didn't vote for him, but I expect at least a 4-star Hercules. Yeah, if you do the milestone in the featured arena, you will get the 4-star Hercules. I don't think they're going to give... I think if we were to get any free champion this month, it would be America Chavez, just because of the objective where you're going to get points with any like Captain America, she's going to count. So if we were to get a free champion, it would be her. Okay, doing okay, just grinding some arena. Yeah, that's why I'm here, because I've been trying to do arena all day and I just can't stick to it. Whereas if I'm streaming, I know for the hour or 2 hours that I'm streaming, I'll be doing it. So this is the only way I'm going to get through it. If you ignore the top 20% tier of players, you can be free to play. It probably won't affect you. Yeah, but I don't know. Do you want to play a game? And maybe, I guess maybe to an extent that's already where we are. But do you want to play a game where there's two populations? One who pays their way through the game and the other where it's just your time spent? Again, we're already kind of there anyways. But at least as is, we're... Yeah, I suppose we're there already. So... well, what's summer choice? So I expect to get the champion the community voted for. No, they're not going to give it free. Well, it's no different than when we picked Hulkbuster to be a buffed champion, right? We didn't get a free Hulkbuster. Anybody who already had him had the benefit of the buff at the time. But if you wanted to actually play with the buff champion, you need to acquire him. So it'd be the same thing with Hercules. The 3-star would be easy enough to pick up, though, anyways, so... But if you wanted the 4-star, yeah, you'd have to put up the, what is it, 8 million? I mean, it's the best game I could think of with no ads. They have to make revenue somehow. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. It's just that if your game has been... See, I'm okay with the sigil. I'm very much okay with the sigil. Because there's nothing in there that somebody who gets the sigil obtains that I cannot through just playing the game. And I'm okay with the decreased price for featured crystals. So yeah, I'm fine with all of that kind of stuff. But we don't know all of the rewards all of the rewards for this event. And I have a feeling that the rewards for the pay, well, it's going to be better, right? So I suppose in a sense it's no different than July 4th or any other big spending kind of thing. Granted, it doesn't look like this is a big cost. Like it's so like that's not my issue. It's not the actual cost; it's the principle of it. Stark Spidey is now in the 6-star. Yeah. Which we'll see him and I'm okay with that because when the first time to obtain him is going to be through money. I'm okay with that. Eventually he'll be in the featured or the basic so that somebody can obtain him as you normally would. But I am okay with his initial appearance in the crystals being some kind of pay thing. Oh yeah, come on. Oh, dude, this dude was not giving me a break. Here's the best. Money you can get back, time you can't, which is why I bought July 4th deals. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Oh, that could have been not so good. Not defending it, but I understand it. Oh yeah, no, I don't. I absolutely understand this as well. It's just that I think what's going to happen is you're going to alienate a big part of the player base. I don't know if the game is the same. I don't know what the numbers are in comparison to those who spend a ton and those who don't. But I don't know if you... Okay, let's just say it's 30-70. So 30% spends a ton, 70%, not very much. I don't know if then the 70%... I don't think the 70% would leave the game. But let's just say they did. And then you've only got the 30% who are the big spenders. And I guess as it is currently, the big spenders are really only competing against themselves, right? So then really nothing has changed. It's just that the overall player base has decreased. Let's not forget about the players that pay for others to play for them. Except for the Scarlet Witch for the sigil one. Yeah. Again, I'm okay with that. Yeah, actually, I suppose that is something where in the sigil store or the Black ISO market I cannot obtain. So yeah, but they did say that later on she would be available. As a cap player, I'm pretty annoyed at the T5CC wall. If I had access to Thronebreaker card, I might actually buy it. Okay, Mr. Jacob, what is up? What is up? Tristan, how you doing? They were yesterday giving 5-star awakening to contender play. Yeah, dude, I thought that was kind of crazy for that that card. That I thought was really crazy. I was actually kind of thinking of getting the Thronebreaker one because I like the 1-2 gem, and it's not that much. It's 3 T2A within 2 weeks, a full T5B. So I thought it was worthwhile, but then when I saw this thing with the Summoner event, I'm like, yeah, I just don't like the idea. Like, you just had a big spending thing, and they still want us to be spending to obtain stuff? I just don't like it. I don't like it. And I'm not free to play by any means. But I definitely do spend money. Nowhere near what I used to. I don't know if I still spent a lot of money if something like this would still annoy me. I forgot about buff today. Did I make the wrong decision and rank 2 Dragon Man over Diablo? If you run suicides, maybe. But for Diablo, at least for myself, I won't do anything with him for at least a week. Just because I have a real strong feeling that. So what I like about him most right now is just the regen. But I have a feeling that something's going to be changed about that. If it stays like it, then yeah. If the regen for Diablo stays as is, and you run suicides, I wouldn't necessarily say it was a mistake because Dragon Man is fun, but I would say that Diablo is probably better than Dragon Man if you're running suicides and the regen stays as is. Also, there was a big spending event for spring cleaning. Yeah, I'm now a whale. Spent $600 on July 4th. Nice. Did you get your money's worth? I'm bad at this game. Well, I guess I'm okay at the game. Wait, you're watching me play, so that makes you feel better? Fair enough. So the 600, was that all from one level of offers, or was that like, were you Cavalier and then became Thronebreaker and took advantage of both sets of offers? I spent more than I wanted to. Up until, like, I think Friday, I got a briefcase and a treasure, and I was good with that. That was it. I was done spending money. And then I got all the unit offers. But money-wise, I was done. And then Sunday night, I was like, well, 2 more treasures won't hurt. And to be 100% honest, after seeing the Summoner event thing, if I had known that prior, I would not have bought the extra 2 treasures. I mean, it wasn't like, it was basically a little less than double what I had initially spent. I don't know, man. Just when things like this happen, it just makes me. I'm fine still playing the game because I need something to waste my time with. It just makes me not want to give them money. Which I suppose is why I take Arena so seriously, because it ensures that I don't need to give them money. At least to get through stuff, right? Because if I ever get to the point where I don't have resources, well, it's not like I have to buy units to get revives or help. I have the units on hand to do it. Dragon Man is fun to play. Yes, he is. I'm not very good with him, but I think it's just because I'm impatient. I think if I waited to throw the L3 as my first special, and didn't always try to rush in after the initial heavy, I think I would be better with him. But it's just the way I play. I do run damage masteries. I have the caps to rank 2 him, but low on ISO. I got rank 2, number 4 and 5. Oh, holy crap! Okay. If you're talking about Diablo, yeah, I would definitely wait at least a week before doing anything with Diablo. What? Yeah, no, I would wait a week, and that is what I'm going to do. Because I do have some extra Mystic resources, Mystic T4CC that I want to use somewhere, and Diablo would make sense, but I won't do it for a little bit. I do, because for me, the main reason I would do it is because of his regen, and also I've never really played him outside of Arena, so I do need to get some practice with him. 2 6-stars I got were Agent Venom and Superior Iron Man. Well, not the best 6 stars. I don't mind Agent Venom though, because his tenacity is pretty nice. Superior Iron Man, if you get him awakened, at least he's got the regen. But yeah. But hey, if you do Arena, new 6 stars are always good. I got all offers for Cav. Okay. I'm a lower Cav, got 1k unit offer, and got Professor X and Venom from 5-star. Nice. What Summoner event? So I think it's to replace what we've had previously, which was the Summoner Appreciation Calendar, where when you log in, you get different items each day. And it seems now what they've done is, so rather than a calendar and just logging in to get the items, it seems as though they've tied the items to objectives. And as you get more objectives done, you get currency to buy certain items. So, and from one featured crystal 5-star, I got Odin. Nice. I don't know anything about Odin like as to play himself, but his synergies are really nice. His synergies and his pre-fight. I used a generic 1-2 on Diablo since I didn't have the T4B. Okay. There was, yeah, I mean, if that allowed you to get Mysterio down, and yeah, like I said, I think the only thing that they would change, and this is speculation, I have no idea if they're going to actually change anything, but I think the only thing they would change is they would just have it so that the poison debuff reduces his healing, because it doesn't look like it does currently. Any T5CC as... and I got Hela. Ooh, I think Odin and Hela go together pretty well. So that's good. But very good. Very good. So normally I would like to be about 6 million in the 6-star basic arena. Ideally where I want to be each day, I want 1.5 million in the Summoner Trials, 3 million per day in the 6-star basic, and about 7 million in the 6-star feature, which I'm behind. Yeah, I'm behind on all of them, except for the feature, because this would normally be my last run, which I think the 6-star should just be off a cooldown. Redwood, how's it going? How's your evening coming along? Eternal Walker! Holy crap, I didn't expect there to be this many people in the evening. I thought it'd be like me and just 2 people, but alright. Alright. How's your day coming along, Redwood? You also have Angela? Yeah, Angela. I just got Angela a couple days ago as a 6-star. So she's not duped, but duped, she looks like she's going to be pretty crazy. Chilling right now, doing some late night gameplay. Ooh, good that you said that, because that reminds me, I still have some more points to put up for the event quest completion. And it's always the last 2 days where it's kind of hard to get that 4th milestone there. Maybe that's a good thing. The objective summoner progression walls are good. Yeah, I mean, I do like it where it looks like you'll be able to pick what you get, or you'll be able to pick what you get and when. So that's cool. And I mean, there is going to be some stuff that's free. Yeah. So actually, here's the thing: if the free stuff is basically the same as we would get with the calendar, but there's just extra stuff if you pay, then then I'm okay with that. But if what they've done is that if they've split up what we would normally get for free from the calendar, if they've made it so that some of it is pay and some of it is free, I don't care for that, because that is kind of a screw you to the free-to-play players. And I don't know. I think it looks like it might be like $5 to $15. So the amount of money is not much. But I think just for me, out of principle, I don't like it. Trying to get some potion farming done, but with the way this game is right now, checking my head. Yeah, dude, if you were trying to do anything difficult right now, it would suck. It would suck. Because I think the summoner appreciation was the same for everyone. Well, this would have been the first summoner, like if we had a calendar, this would have been the first year to have it with the Thronebreaker title. I really want to take X23 to rank 2. Not that I have anything in particular to use her for, but ever since I pulled her, like I knew I wanted her at rank 2. but it's going to come down to being between her and Diablo, I think. Because I would be 2 T5B short of being able to do both of them. I could use a rank 1 to 2 gem, but I try to save the 1 to 2 gems for like somebody that I want to rank right away and I have a specific reason for. Outside of that, I try not to use those gems. The class gems I would use, but the generic ones I try not to. Oh, actually, I should take a look. I think I might have, because I used a class gem for Hitmonkey, and I used a class gem for Claire, and I used resources for Pig. Oh, I think I used a... No, because I used resources for Omega Red. Let me take a look. Be interesting to see when that 6-star Stark Spidey shows up in money deals, though. I wonder if it will be... Wait, hang on. Let me see something. Okay, so I want to see what gems I have. Okay, yes. Oh, I don't know who I used the generic gem on. Huh. Maybe that was on Omega Red. Okay, yeah, I think that was on Omega Red. Because I had 10th T4CC meet once earlier. Okay. So I want to see something. I got a 1 to 2 mutant on standby. I'm gonna be going to Bishop. Really? Okay. All right. Yeah, I haven't heard anything about. Like, it seems like people have been talking about the Diablo buff more than anything else, but okay, so nothing there. No, he wouldn't have anything. Okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm just wondering if there was some kind of synergy between Starkey and Captain America. Because then we might see Starkey being available from those crystals, but does not look like it. Okay. Ah, 1 minute. Un momento. Well, none of these look like fights I want to do. We'll do this one. Check Discord when you get the chance. Need help with my 6 stones. Who should I dump them on? Well, you really like Mole Man. I don't know if he needs the SIG levels. I think Colossus is good at about 100. Bishop, I don't know if with the buff that's going to change him. Void, the higher the better for Void. Domino, if you use her on defense, it would be good to have her at a higher SIG. She'll do more damage from the crit failure. But I would say, but you run suicides, right? So Void isn't somebody you'd really want to be using too much. Corvus would be irrelevant. Yeah, I would say if you're running Domino on defense, then you'd want to put them into her. If you've got Colossus at 100, you're probably pretty good. And maybe Sorcerer Supreme. I don't really know what her SIG does, but she's got decent prestige. So. Pradeep, how you doing? How you doing? Mr. 1X? No, I do not want to do Sector 6. I did Incursion Run earlier today, and I usually only do Sector 7 and Sector 8. But there might be somebody else in chat that is looking to do that. Yeah, so I think if it were me, and I'm running Suicides, I think I would go Colossus to 100. That would be the priority. Depending on what Mole Man does for his SIG, it would be him. And other than that, it would probably be Domino if I had her on defense. So the reason I'm saying the defense thing, like I would still use her offensively for questing or whatever, but it's just that if I'm using her on defense, then she's always there. So then the benefit would always be useful. Yeah, no, I'm gonna pass on the incursions. I already did the run for this week. Let's see. But you do. Oh, are you in the MCOC Discord? Because if you are, they have a chat there for people looking to run incursions, and there's always people looking for all kinds of rooms. So that might be a good place to go. You know, it's funny because I didn't really think that Colossus needed his awakened ability at all, but it seems more and more people are like not saying that it's necessarily essential, but that it's a class gem worthy, basically. Like not necessarily a generic gem you'd use on him, but you'd want to use a class gem on him. Oh crap! Well, this might not end. Oh well, no. If I get to the L2. Should be okay. Yes. So I just need him to come at me. Throw the L2 without any armor, so we should be good. Should be good. Yeah, there we go. Ooh, I think the thunder has started. At least I hope that's thunder. Stripe is somebody I keep going back and forth with as to whether I want to do the arena for him. I might try getting him as a 5-star, which would be sufficient for the synergy with Apocalypse. And I think I'll probably wait for second round either way for the 5-star or the 6-star. But I don't think we're going to see any 5 stars from the basic go higher than 50 million anytime soon. And actually would be a good gauge to see if I could. I think I could put up 50 million in the basic, but I think it would be. I'd have to be really consistent with that. I basically have to treat it as a featured grind, which I don't like waking up early. That would be the biggest turnoff for me. I'm just waking up early to ensure that I get an additional run with my 5 stars. Wait, what about Mole Man though, Skull? Because you quite like Mole Man, right? Sandy, how you doing? I'm doing all right. Doing all right. I'm gonna wait until they're about to expire to put SIGs on him, since I might get somebody. Yeah. Well, who else? Yeah, but even if you were to get somebody else good, they would need to be awakened to use the 6 stones. Or do you mean like unless you got somebody awakened? Well, how many generic 6 stones do you have that are in overflow? Hang on. Oh yeah, the thunder has started. So if you hear some rumbling, that's what it is. But yeah, if you like Mole Man, well, then again, I don't know how relevant his Sig ability is, so can't really say anything about him. Oh, okay, dude, it's a lot. Well, it's not like you've got to use them all on one character, right? You could spread them out. But yeah, I think I would, because you use a Colossus a fair bit, right? In which case, I think I would go Colossus to 100. And then... Yeah, I think that would be the first thing I would do, and then from there, hold on to them. And then depending on what Mole Man's Awakening does, then put some into him. Mole Man's Sig ability is decent, not worth a genetic. Okay. Well, but I think it'd probably be better to put them into him than to let them go to waste, right? Because the thing is, too, you got to look at who you're, and that's why I was saying the thing about Domino and being on defense, right? You've got to look at who you're using a lot, because there's no point really now. Thor Ragnarok or somebody else for Prestige, that's fine, right? Like even if you don't use them, putting the Sig Stones is still going to increase your Prestige. It's just going to be, just there, right? But as far as usefulness, and you want to have them in characters that you're using a fair bit. Like, for example, let's just say you never use Void. Having him at a high Sig, it's great for him. But if you never use him, well, it's pointless. Although, like, if you use him once for a fight, well, then it's great for that one fight, right? Okay. So what do you think of Ronan, Bishop, and Diablo? Who do you think is nice after the buff? Bishop and Ronan I haven't looked at, haven't tried them. Oh, I've used Ronan in Arena Sense, and it seemed no different. Bishop I don't know. I did try Diablo a little bit, and of the three, Diablo is the one I'm most interested in, because I think he is the one that I would do something with because of the buff. But I would wait, or I am going to wait a little bit, because I'm not too sure if the regen that he's got currently is intended or not. So, but if the regen, if that is the way it's supposed to work, I think Diablo is looking really good if he runs Suicides. But yeah, I would give it about a week, because I think within a week they should be able to say that, oh, it's bugged, or this isn't intentional, or whatever it is that they want to say. Because when they had the same kind of thing with Hood, I think it was within 3 days. How much do you think the feature Yondu is going to go for? I don't. Oh, is he the next? Actually, I wanted to see that. Let's see. Give me a moment here. I think I didn't see if they announced who's in Arena Thursday. True, good point. I use Small Man in War, whereas Colossus usually is story content. Ooh, so in that case, I would prioritize War for sure, because the death affects everybody. AQ. Maybe not as much, because it's your own resources, so if you just don't want to spend your own resources, then okay. But I think War first. Oh, come on, what am I looking for here? Let's see. Why am I not? Oh, here we go. Oh, so they didn't announce who the next set of arenas are. Interesting. Because usually it's on Tuesday, early Tuesday morning. And the last time was the 29th, so the last time was last week, so they should have done it today, but they didn't, so I guess we'll see it tomorrow. Alright. Alright. For Void, how much Sig Stones would be enough to put into him minimum Sig? Let's have a quick look. Let us have a look here. Because I know at one point people were saying that Void you wanted to have max sig. I don't think that's the case. And it's just a matter of time. Like it just decreases how long for his intimidating presence debuffs. Let's see. Void. And that's, yeah, 6-star. We want to take a look at. There we go. Okay, so here's the chart for Void. When all intimidating presence debuffs are at max stacks, instead of being removed, those debuffs are converted into a passive Fear of the Void that combines their effects and grants Void 780 to 3807 attack rating for 40 seconds. When Fear of the Void is active, intimidating presence generates debuffs 15% to 60% faster. So yeah, it's not that you have to have him maxed out. Yeah, I guess if you want to go like about, yeah, I guess you just put more into him. You don't need to max him out right away, but as you get the 6 stones, put them in. If he's somebody that you're going to use. But yeah, the more the better, basically. That doesn't necessarily look to be any real sweet spot. I guess if you'd wanted about 30%, so around 100 looks like. Is probably what I would want to go to. You could look at Moleman's sig ability. Science, Mr. Moleman. Gain up to 379 to 2627 critical damage rating based on missing health. Gain up to 755 or 3000 attack rating while unstoppable. Okay, so we're just going to do more damage. Okay. Yeah, and you don't start to get the diminishing returns on the attack until basically maxed out. Whereas the critical just keeps going up. So for him, it looks like, yeah, I guess basically there, it's which do you value more? Do you value the critical damage or the attack rating more? If you want the attack rating, then you want more SIGs. If you're looking for the critical rating, it'd be around 90-ish. Because that looks where it's kind of peaking out. Like for SIG as compared to the damage you're doing. Yeah. Okay. You know, I think, like, so normally when somebody asks, you know, who to rank up or stuff like that, like outside of the few champions I use on a regular basis, I have no idea. And I think probably the best way for me to actually learn those things would be to start a new account, which I could see doing if I didn't run Arena the amount I do. Then again, I don't know if I'd really play this game if I didn't run Arena the amount they do. I have around 86, that's bad. I even have Sentinel and Ghost R5, Ghost SIG 123, and Sentinel 20. You have around 86. Do you mean like 86 that you could put into characters? So we need 250,000 more to get to 2.5 million. Okay. Meaning that tomorrow we just need 1.5 million to get to 4. Alright. Let's see here. Ooh, running hot. Okay. You have around 80 science SIGs. Okay. 5-star? Yeah, I'm guessing 5-star. So science, I think Captain America benefits more than Void. They're both characters that you want to have pretty high sig level, but probably more so Captain America, just to make him more reliable. And Void, because I mean, sometimes you can be playing Void relatively slow anyways, so it's, you know, it's kind of okay if it takes a little bit longer for his debuffs to be applied. But Captain America, you kind of want to be able to rely on doing your parry and getting what you want out of it. So between those two, I would prioritize Captain America. And I think so. Void and Captain America kind of do well. They both have a petrify, but I think Void is better. It lasts longer, and they're both well. That's the thing, I guess. Captain America is guaranteed, depending on his sig level, where Void's it's guaranteed to be applied, but you don't know when it's going to be applied. Uh-oh. I don't know about Diablo's Prestige. I don't think that was updated. I mean, I know that they had it on the champion spotlight or whatever, but like on the chart of where different champions are, I don't think that's been updated yet. Hopefully I can awaken Doom or Surfer. That would make my life so much easier. For those 6 notes? Yeah, it would, eh? What my mindset is in Science Champions, almost no one needs Awakening except Cap IW and Void, and maybe I-Bomb. Any other needs? I don't really use a ton of Science Champions. Cap IW is my only R3, and there's nobody that I have. I have a bunch of R2s. Let's have a quick look. Let's have a quick look here. Invisible Woman, it's not that spectacular. She goes invisible at the start of the fight. Whenever the opponent misses, the force field gains back 2% of its... Yeah, so it's... Hers definitely isn't a necessity. It's kind of nice. Gladiator Hulks. I think that's what gives him... Yeah, okay. So that's just at the end of the fight. Again, not that essential. Oh, I think Mr. Fantastic's is kind of... Mr. Fantastic's offensive combat rate is increased for each careful study. And Mr. Fantastic gains an additional flat 20% chance to evade any unblockable attack. This increases by 3% every time the opponent starts an unblockable hit, capped at 50. Yeah, so it's just his combat rate. Regular Hulk needs it for his damage, but I mean, it's not really somebody that you'd want to invest in. Thing, more so if you want to use him defensively. Yeah, pretty much Cap IW and Void are about it. Which 5-star class you hate the most? I don't dislike any class. I think I would use the least resources in Mystic. Because for me, I think it's only Claire and... Eventually Doom I will do something with. Take him to R3. But definitely not a priority. And it's mainly just because of the Masters I run. If I didn't run Suicides, then I think I would value Doom more. Yeah. Oh, is the Prestige list updated? So Shabazz is second in Mystic class. Okay. Well, I was thinking that Hercules would, because isn't he pretty high? Let's see. Okay, so they did update it. Cool. Oh, wow. It's going to be really, really interesting then for the arenas. Let's look. Okay, so Hercules is 5th overall for Prestige. America Chavez is 10th overall for Prestige at 6-star rank 3. So Hercules caps out at 13,743. Chavez at okay, so they're pretty close. Let's see for their lower prestige, 11,079. And Chavez is she's higher at lower sig than Hercules. Interesting. So at 40. Okay, so 20, she's higher. Let's see, 100. 100, she is 12,192. Oh, they're still really close. Oh, no, that's 80. 12,491 at 100. 12,491. Chavez is 12,470. Both of their arenas are going to go high. Yeah, okay. She's second, eh? And how close to Doom? Okay, so she's a fair bit off Doom. Basically, yeah, a little less than 300. Heracles. Okay, so they're both about 300 off the top of the class. Now, I guess it's really going to come down to, well, Chavez, there's no way she's going to be better than Doom. So that's irrelevant. Yeah, I think that's going to be irrelevant. But Hercules, come on. I could see him being better than Silver Surfer. So, because if Hercules is better than Silver Surfer, even though he's a little bit lower in prestige, he could actually have more value, right? Because then you rank the champion for the prestige, but then you also get the benefit of him just being a good champion. Will they ever upgrade the rogue timer? She's on it, but the timer is very slow. We have to keep. So it's only the initial. Once you steal the buff, and you get your first hit, the timer extends a little bit. So it's that initial hit after stealing the debuff or stealing the buff. Why is Doom such a good champion and good prestige? You can never have both. Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be a while before we see something else like that, I think. And I don't see it being Chavez, just because I don't see seeing two champions like that in the same class. It's possible, but yeah, I really don't think so. Ooh, Doom came to 3rd place on Spot Gun. Second, when did that happen? I think that's been the case since we had R3s. But the thing is, with Sunspot, I think like when we're going to look at R4, R5, his prestige is going to start to drop off. And we're getting close to R3. Yeah, so they're separated by a little less than 30 points. But I think when we go to R4, I think Doom is going to be above Sunspot. So, and Surfer is still going to be at the top of the pack. So we need 200,000 more. I'm going to run a attack boost just to move this along a bit. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Doom is going to be the first R4. there's so many people that have him at R3 already, and a lot of those people are close to an R4. And I think those people probably are after Prestige, and they may have Surfer as well at R3, but being that high in Prestige and that useful, I think you would go with somebody who's got it all. We should. Oh yeah, in the fall we have map 8 for AQ, right? So when that happens, we should also see a buff to AQ rewards, which I'm assuming we'd see the T3A, T6B in there, which is then going to make Prestige really important again. Well, I mean, it is important currently, but even more so. Donga, how you doing? How's your evening coming along? What are you up to? What you got going down? I have Nick 5-star, but no Awakening Gem. I guess next event they give a gem. Well, there was a Awakening Gem in the side quest currently, 5-star. And then there are Awakening Gems for the Summoner event starting tomorrow. Just took CGR up as your 17th R3. Nice. Very nice. Did you recently get him, or you had him for a while and just haven't had the opportunity to get him to R3? Oh, so the last Nexus I opened, you just got him. Okay. The last Nexus I opened, I don't remember who the third choice was, and I think the third choice is irrelevant. But I had the option to awaken Apocalypse or awaken CGR. And I awakened Apocalypse. Why is the screen all black? I don't know. Maybe you need to turn on your monitor. I kind of go back. Well, it's down, so there's nothing I can do. But so the biggest reason why I did that is Apocalypse I would usually use for the first fight, get somebody as a horseman, use them for a couple fights. And then if I go back to use Apocalypse, he's going to heal up. CGRs, I haven't, so my 5-star is duped, and I don't use him, I use the 6-star. But the little I did use the 5-star, it didn't really seem to be that impactful. Now, that being said, I don't know if I'll find Apocalypse's dupe that very impactful either. But, I don't know. And also, I think Apocalypse would probably be my first R4 mutant. And I think my R4s, I definitely want to have them duped or awakened before I would take them to R4. And for Cosmic, it would probably be, I don't know if it would be CGR or Corvus. Yeah. Well, the playback's fine for me, Tonga, so I don't think it's the stream. We might just need a refresh or maybe just start up a new tab. For Cap players, the rewards for Cap's anniversary, there's a 5-star awakening, but don't know if it's gem or crystal. Okay. It's you mean a gem is in like a random class? It'd probably be random. Anything that we play to get, it's usually a random. If it's a given, it seems to be generic. Can't wait for R4 6-stars. Apocalypse is going to be your first R4 overall. Okay. I think so I will have, because I'm going to take Omega Red to R3, which will mean I'll have no mutant T5CC. I'm close to another mutant T5CC. But I think my first R4 overall is going to be Shang-Chi. And maybe something that prevents me getting beaten up. Would be another good one. Okay. Now that was absolutely the parry nonsense. Ugh. Getting down that low, that was completely on me, but that last missed parry was not on me. Yeah, you know, I don't. It'd be pretty close between Apocalypse and Sung Shi for me as my first R4. Like if I had all of the resources, boy, that would be tough. That would be tough. But if I had the skill resources ready to go, like the 2 skill T5CC, then yeah, I would take Sung Shi right away. No doubt about it. But probably the same thing if I had the 2 mutant T5CC. Your first R4 would be for Corvus for map 8. I don't know if it would be like needed. Because map 7, anything he's gonna face, it's over in an L2, right? I don't know if map 8. Yeah, I don't. At least the first couple days, like day 1, probably up to day 3, I think Corvus would be able to finish anything within an L2. Meaning there wouldn't be much need for him at R4. Now, if day 4 and day 5, he's not finishing something within an L2, then I could see that. Because I don't think that Corvus at R4, I don't think it's going to make him much more valuable for story content. Like for longer fights. Nice, I have an R5 Apocalypse 5-star though. That's not bad. Not bad at all. I think for the mutant class, I think that Apocalypse should have priority on being ranked over any other mutant, to be honest. Because even if you're not going to use him, just having him on your team is going to benefit you, whatever mutant you want to use. And then having him ranked is going to increase his chances of survival for at least one fight. Now, that also depends on who you bring, too. Then R4 Diablo. Really? Holy crap, dude. You're liking him, aren't you? Okay. Yeah, I think I'm going to do a little bit of potion farming with him. You get a feel for playing with him. And then give it about a week and see if they've said anything in regards to his regen. And if it's going to stand as is, I may take him to R2. Makes sense, though, because I don't have many mystics that I want to rank up. I'm just kidding. I don't know, man. I could see people taking him to R4, maybe. Well, maybe as no, I don't think people would, because they would hold on to those resources to R4 Doom, most likely. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so I was going to get to 2.5 million, but I'll go to 2.6 because that's the next milestone. And then we'll switch over to the 6-star featured, finish that off. And then probably go into Master EQ a little bit, because I don't need a ton more points. I do need a few more to max to get to the 4th milestone for the event quest completion. The problem is if a champ is poison immune, his damage kind of drops off. Yeah, because it looks like the majority of his damage is applied through the poisons, right? Which is funny because that was why I never really did anything with Archangel. Because if somebody was bleed or poison immune, it really reduced the damage potential for Archangel. Although I ended up taking the 6-star to rank 3. But that's also taking into consideration him being as a horseman. And then also, if you come across somebody who is bleed or poison immune, you've got Apocalypse on the team who could probably get through that fight relatively quick anyways. So yeah, if you do run across a fight where Archangel isn't applicable, you've got Apocalypse to make up for it. So, whereas when the 5-star was the only option, the Apocalypse portion wasn't there. Apocalypse is good with other mutants, though. I'm upgrading Domino Apocalypse with 4 charges. It's super cool. He becomes stun immune when striking and 4 powers passive. First hit of light attack with stun. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, and if you have Cable or Mr. Sinister, or Kang, although I don't know why you'd have Kang on the team, your first fight, you've got the 4 charges. Oh, what I was doing earlier, what was I running? I was running 2 Apocalypse, Mr. Sinister, Omega Red, and just a random. I think for the most part I had Red Mags. And that's actually not bad, because you get to make 2 mutants a horseman. So I was making Omega Red, then I tried a couple with Red Mags and Omega Red. But I think what I may end up doing is just running... I might try the 2 Apocalypse, Mr. Sinister, Professor X. I don't know who I would have. Maybe White Mags. And what I would do is I would make Professor X a horseman first. Then I would win a couple fights with him. And then, because for Professor X, his cerebral charges become... He gains more charges, which whatever synergies he has get better. And then end up using Mr. Sinister. It would be tough because Mr. Sinister you kind of want to build up. Professor X you need to build up, so it's kind of a little bit of a conundrum. There's not enough fights to make it worthwhile. Okay. Yeah, let's do that. Hello, you won't believe what just happened. What just happened? What happened? How's it going, Scar? How's your day coming along? You know, for pretty much any fight that's like a regular fight with Apocalypse, by the time you get to an L2 and you throw out that L2, the fight's over. Like, I think anywhere in the monthly EQ that I've used them, I get to an L2 and the opponent's done. Only... No, I guess ROL, because I could throw an L2, an L1, an L3. Shall I ask you a quiz, Solar? Sure. Well, you could ask whoever's in chat the quiz. They can answer through typing, and I'll answer through voice. My sister just threw up everywhere because she had a seizure, and this is her 3rd one it happened because she be in her tablet phone all day until 3 a.m. Oh, that's not cool. Is she okay? I think if you're like staring at any kind of screen for too long, you can get disoriented though, right? Which could cause being sick. Okay, so we got about 70,000 more points up here. All right. So does she only have seizures due to using the device, or is she like epileptic? She's fine. That's good. Sorry, Apocalypse could just go viewed. So you're gonna ask the quiz, Sandy? Oh yeah, I found him so the first time I actually used him was for the gauntlet, and I found him so useful. Holy. Because prior to that, I really only saw him like for the horseman, but after that, I was like, okay, I could use him just as somebody to use as a main attacker. With one synergy, your champion will be immortal. With one synergy, he is like Cap IW, but all perfect block, no guardian or red guardian. Oh, I see. So you want me to tell you who the champion is? With one synergy, your champion will be immortal. He's like Cap IW. So wait, do I have to pick the champion or this? I guess it's the champion I'm picking, right? Or do I need to pick the champion and the synergy? Because the synergy I would guess is Heimdall. But the specific champion. So I'm guessing it's somebody who has a synergy with Heimdall. First off. Yeah, I don't know. I do not know. Oh, is the perfect... Well, it's not going to answer the question for me. But is the perfect block while he's indestructible or permanent perfect block? She had them from being... okay. Yeah, I think that's partly why, like, if you're in front of a computer monitor, like if your job requires you to be in front of a computer monitor for so long, like you're supposed to get up every so often and just like different scenery kind of thing. Sunspot? Okay. Okay, yeah, because yeah, okay, fair enough. But I mean, he's got the perfect block as long as he's got the opponent incinerated. Yeah, okay. And just champ is enough, he is immortal, but you said with one synergy. Oh, okay, Sunspot is your guess. Okay, I thought that was Sandy who said Sunspot. Is it Sunspot? Oh, one more. I'll do it for this. Her eyesight is messed up a bit because of looking at the screen too much. Yeah, I think for me, like my eyesight. So I used to, well, I still do wear glasses, but it used to be where it was for distance. But I could have the glasses on and see close up. Now I can't. If I have my glasses on, I can't see close up. I could still see like it. I still do need them for distance. That could be old age, or it could be for the last like year. It's been basically just at my computer. So yeah. Well, then isn't there like something with monitors or that kind of stuff, and like when it's dark in general? So if you're like in a dark room, or you don't have daylight in your on your phone or whatever, or in front of a monitor all the time, it's not good for your eyes. So after this match, we swap over to the 6 stars and finish off the 6-star feature. And try not to get hit by MCOC. Nope, he can parry, but when block, he cannot do perfect block. Wait, so one clue just block all 0 damage. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know the answer to your question. But it wasn't Sunspot, right? Well, yeah, I guess not. But it is a male champion. Okay, and let's go on over to the 6-star featured. So I want about another 3 million in the basic, but we won't do that. I might do another 1 million tonight though. So I run my R5s. That will give me 1 million points. Should I tell you guys we need some time guessing? Yeah, you can give us the answer. I think the only kind of... I don't even know if I would actually be that good at a quiz if I were the one answering, but I think the only kind of quiz I could give, like asking the questions while knowing the answers, would be like something for geography. But I actually don't know if I were asked questions in geography how I would do. Now, I kind of wonder if they put this evade timer on Ultron specifically to make him easier to fight against. It's Gambit with Apocalypse Synergy. But he doesn't become immortal. I get what you mean with the perfect block. But okay, fair enough, but I would have thought the immortal meaning they just can't be killed. Because if you're... Yeah, okay. But that's pretty conditional, though, too, right? Because you need your 10 charges. I guess that's really all. Okay. Can't wait for new content day. I know, eh? That's usually the case at the end of the month, right? It's like, oh my god, when is this going to be over? I want the new stuff. Yeah, if I was on pace for Arena, I would probably stream the initial completion, but I think I'm still going to be a little bit behind in arena because we should have T4B going too, which I need to get that done. I guess I could just try doing a long stream for once. I think I'm slower doing arena, but I'm more consistent when streaming. If I'm not streaming, I'll knock out fights faster, like get through them. But the problem is I just don't stick with it. Like I'll do 5 fights or 5 matches, go do something else, and then come back to it. Whereas if I'm streaming, I'll just do like, okay, so if I say I want to put up 3 million, well, I'll put up 3 million. So. Okay, so it looks like what the issue is with the parry thing. If you're trying to hold on to doing like a later parry, it seems that's where it's screwing up. If you basically parry ahead of time, it looks like it's okay. Which is probably why the initial parry would fail. Because earlier today, that's the one when I was trying to do Mysterio. It was the first parry of the fight that was failing all the time. Oh, does anyone know from the Assault on Olympus how many 6-star shards we would be able to get? Because I think in the reward breakdown, I think you could tell how many in total, but I'm not sure. And I'm not too. I think I'm gonna go for the shards from that. I'm not sure though. What do I want here? Oh yeah, let's do it. Yeah, and there's going to be a bunch of new stuff tomorrow, eh? Holy. We're going to have the new EQ. We'll have the new side quests as usual. We'll have the new Summer of Pain, which will also have the objectives. And we'll have the Summoner event, which I think that is just basically playing the game. So that's kind of fine. But yeah, there's going to be a lot of stuff to check out. Yeah, but no special or hits can do a single damage, though. You need 10 charges, just needs around 2 to 4 seconds. So even if you're in corner, you can just block, then no damage would be done. Yeah. Yeah, if it's Hyperion, it would be hard. And he's also got bleed resistance too, right? Which I guess is irrelevant, because if he's a horseman, he would be 100% bleed resistant, so. So what new stuff tomorrow do you think you'll get into first? Do you think you'll do the EQ side quest or start going at the next Summer of Pain challenge? I think I'm going to go back to the old way that I was doing, which is what I've done this month, the old way of doing the event quest, where I only do that when we've got the event quest completion going. So I won't be doing that tomorrow because this current event quest completion is done prior to the new EQ. And I'll probably try whatever the Summer Pain challenge is tomorrow, but I don't think I'll try to get it done tomorrow. If it looks like it's going to be difficult, I'll just take some time and practice. And that's what I've said every time, but then I end up just trying to get it done day one. Which is so silly, because they're giving us a ton of time to get it done, so I may as well use that time. It feels good not to turn off suicides. Suicides are life. I think I went almost a full year with having them off. So last year, when I was doing Abyss, I would have had them off. And then I got Abyss done in September. So they would have been on after that, and I think I didn't have them off until I did 7-1, which was end of December. Okay, so it wasn't a year. It was a few months. But I've been taking them off pretty frequently recently. I had them off for some of 7.2. I had them off for variant 7 and 6. But usually what I do when I take them off, I just have them off on a Sunday, because on Sundays I don't do much arena, so. First priority is Summer of Pain. I got 10k shards. I got 10k shards. I didn't defeat Mysterio very hard. What do you mean you have 10k shards? Because we don't get any of those rewards until the entire thing is done. So we've still got over like a month and a half. Oh man, that is such a long time to wait too. It sucks. The Apocalypse fight with SOP Mysterio. Yeah, I think for Apocalypse you would have needed Suicides off, because you'd be having to throw your L1 so much. And at the very least with I-Bomb, yeah, you'd be throwing your L1, but you're going to be healing back at least something. With Apocalypse, you're not going to be healing anything back. So yeah, you probably have to have them off for that one. I think I'm going to try to get the objective done for this upcoming Summer of Pain, and maybe the next objective. I'm going to try to do those ones. But after that, I mean, I guess I don't have many health pots. I have a ton of revives, so I may as well put them to use. So I may as well use the revives for that. Although I was thinking to do the 6-2 champion fight with Malakano. I was thinking to do that Sunday. I'm pretty sure I would need the revives for that. But we'll see. I'll be right back. Okay, back I am. Let me know if the fan is in the background. Just turn it up a bit. Didn't get finished to Summer Pain Rogue and Mr. Sinister. I didn't get, but I defeated Both I got 2 points, so after 70 days, I get 10. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay. Well, no, you might get more. Because you've still got 6 more fights. Ooh. Well, let's give this a go. Oh, crap. Yeah. Oh, well, hey. I'll take it. I'll take it. Okay. Well, that worked out quite well. Quite well indeed. Oh, that didn't work out at all. Oh. Okay. Oh, okay. So he's got limber, so but I don't even think the stun debuff was showing on him at all. In the last one where I just tried to hit it. So this sucks. I wish you could pick the or that you could do the pre-fights in arena fights. Just having that slow active here would be quite nice. But no. Yeah, I guess that'd be the thing too, right? It'd be kind of hard to apply it. There we go. There we go. There we go. So we're at about okay, yeah. So I for this arena, I'm going to try to put up 27 million. I've been stopping it around 25 and a half to 26, but it's been creeping up, and I think the last one was 26 million for the 5%. So I'm going to try to put up 27. Don't know if I'm going to get to 27 now. I might have to do a few matches tomorrow with the 6 stars. I should probably do the T4B tonight. I don't know. Oh, that shouldn't have happened. That should not have happened, but it's good to see it. It happened to my benefit as opposed to my detriment. That's usually been the case where she's doing that evade when she shouldn't be. Oh, look at that. Yeah. Let me just check and see. I'm pretty sure the T4B is running currently. Oops. Oh, no, it's not. Okay. So I guess that probably... Wait, shouldn't we have... I think it's 1 day cooldown between arenas. Yeah, but I thought there was always something. Like there was either the T1A, the T4B, or the Catalyst arena. And right now there's none of them running. I used to keep track of them. But because I don't do the T1A anymore, I don't keep track. I might need to start doing the T1A though if I find that I'm not going to be prioritizing 5-star rank ups, so I don't think it would ever be a problem really. Because over time I will get the T1A. This might be 1 p.m. tomorrow. Yeah. So I want 4 million more here in this arena, which I don't think I'll get tonight. I'm going to get pretty close. But I will run my R5s in the basic, because that will give me 1 million there. Oh, that's right. I wasn't consistent when I was doing arena earlier today, so my cooldown is going to be all over the place. Oh, that's fine though. That will give me time to run the basic arena as well. So, I was saying at the beginning of the stream, I was intending to take X23 to rank 2, but I think I'm going to hold off until I see what Diablo's looking like if the way he's regenning is intended and is going to stay that way. I keep going back and forth because I do want to take X23 to rank 2, even though I don't have any specific reason. I just want to have her at rank 2, mainly to do some farming in ROL. I just want to make her a horseman and just go at it. Because she would be good for... Oh no, I guess... The only fight where it would be a little bit of a problem for her, which would be okay, because I could just use Apocalypse for, would be Wolverine. But every other fight she would be fine for. CGR would be the fastest way to go through there. And I haven't actually gone through there with CGR in a long time. But I did a ton. It just gets old after a while, so I would like to do it with somebody new. And I also just want to see how much bleed damage she'll do at R2 as well. We have what, about another couple weeks until we get the new 5-star feature, right? So I may open some of those. I don't know. I still kind of want to save to 1 million 5-star shards. I got to about 600 a while back, and then I opened a bunch trying to get 5-star Apocalypse. And then ever since then, every now and then I'm opening a couple here and there. I just need to stop. Stop opening the damn things. I guess this doesn't matter because I don't have Apocalypse, so I'm not going to get the perfect block anyways. But I will get the prowess. But yeah, whenever the T4 beat goes live, I think I'll try to just knock that out right away. It doesn't take too long. If I didn't have my nap today, I'd probably be a little bit ahead of where I want to be for arena, but it was a good nap, so it was okay. It was a worthwhile sacrifice. Oh. It's funny. I think overall, with the way arena is structured now, I think it's quicker to achieve my objectives, which might be why I'm actually doing more arena. Because it's quicker, I'm slacking off more. Whereas if I was more consistent, like I was under the old system, I'd probably be done by the second day. What I should do is go to bed, like stop here, go to bed, get up relatively early, and get everything. Oh crap, I still have points for event quest completion. Yeah, I think I might just stop the arena here and get those points done. Might be the route we take. What time is it? It is 10 to 12. What about for you? Yeah, I used to last year around this kind of time. I was going to bed all the time around 2 or 3 in the morning, and that was pretty consistent. But the last little while, yeah, it's been probably by 11 p.m., 12. 2 hours ahead. So you're on the East Coast. Yeah, you're on the East Coast then. Oh. Let's see. So where are you? You're not in New York, are you? That's fine. I'm out in Western Canada. You're in Ontario? Oh, okay. Look at that. We're in Ontario. There's a few. Oh, okay, yeah. There's a few. So Accelerate's in Toronto. Slaymon's in Toronto, and there's quite a few people who are consistent viewers that are in Toronto as well. I think the only YouTuber I know. Yeah, I think Legacy's the only YouTuber I know in Western Canada. And then Ilax in Nova Scotia. And if I stream early in the morning, there's usually a few people from the UK that come and hang out for a bit. Actually, I think that was probably my most consistent viewers was when I was streaming early in the mornings, and having people from. There was a couple from other places in Europe, but it was usually the UK. A couple hours from Toronto. Okay. North or south? Because a couple hours could be Windsor, London, Muskoka. Which are we know we're doing? I have so. I have an uncle in London, and my aunt and grandmother used to be in Windsor, and then after my grandmother passed away, Kitchener. Okay. Wait, where did my aunt move to? Because she left Windsor. No, they're not. No, I don't think they're in Kitchener. Crap, I know where they are and I can't remember. There's a big prison. Close to where they live. Crap, that's gonna annoy me now. Granted my life away, looking for better what? How's the grind coming along, Jacob? Okay, I'm pretty sure this isn't it. Yeah, okay. So, oh yeah, no, it's definitely not it. We've got quite a ways to go, but I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna go put up 1 million in the basic. Mr. Manfalcon, what is going down? Ay. How you been? I'm just here running behind an arena trying to catch up. But I don't think I'm going to do the new EQ tomorrow at all, so that's okay. So I'll have all arena tomorrow. Just had guests over, and now it is time for some YouTube, and who should be on but you? But of course! Wait. It's about what, 8 p.m. for you? 8 in the afternoon? Or evening, I guess? So did you have people over for dinner? Did they taste good? Yeah, I streamed earlier today too, and I wasn't, like, when I finished then, I wasn't intending to be streaming now, but I was trying to get Arena going a while ago, and I just couldn't do it. I'm like, go sit down in front of the computer for a while and knock her out, and yeah, here we are. Here we are. Oh, really? I thought I had, well, son of a gun. Okay, well, maybe this is it for arenas then. Oh, okay. I'm so lazy. I want to put up another million tonight, but I don't want to do it unless I'm using my R5s, because my R5s, I get through it really quick. Screw it. It's not that much. Let's go. Let's get her done. I have a feeling that this parry issue is going to be prevalent for quite a while, because it's not something that's super consistent. It's definitely a problem, but it's not super consistent. So, like, seeing the examples of it isn't a constant thing. I think Kabam, they've got to realize that there's a problem, but it might be difficult for them to identify it and to be able to resolve it. It's gonna suck for war, though. Oh, that might make the new Summer of Pain thing tomorrow even worse. Hey, maybe that's all part of it. Are you referring to the failed parries? Yeah. All right, Solar, need to head off. See you in chat later. All right, Skull, have a good one. Thanks for coming and hanging out. And I think you've got a heat warning for... I don't know if it would be as far as Kitchener, but for Toronto. So stay cool. What do I want to do here? Yeah, I guess that's what we'll do. Yep, the failed parries where Kabam is going and asking for all of this evidence and stuff. And it's like, dude, play your game. That will be the evidence you need. Holy crap. I mean, I suppose any company that makes a product, they don't have to use that product. They should, if they produce it. But if they played their own game, now, not necessarily every single person would see the problems, but some of them would. Right? So rather than asking all of us, they could find these issues in-house. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not even suggesting to test their game, because they obviously don't do that. Like, yeah. And I mean, if they do test, it's not very thorough, obviously. But just the basic playing of the game. But then again, I don't know. Maybe, you know, like if you've spent your entire day at work on that subject matter, you know, outside of that, you don't want to, you know, be thinking of it. So, you know, maybe when they're not at work, they're like, screw that, MCOC, nah. So what do you think of this summoner event that we're getting tomorrow, Man Falcon? I think, depending what the rewards look like that are the paid rewards, might have a lot of unhappy people. If the paid rewards aren't like a lot better, it might be irrelevant. People be like, meh, whatever. But if it's like really a substantial difference, it might end up with a lot of pissed off people. What summoner event? Sorry, I've been busy the last 2 days. Okay. Look at you trying to have a life. Jeez. So basically it looks like rather than having the summoner appreciation calendar, they're going to have it as an event where you've got to just basically play the game and you'll get things. But it seems as though there's 2 tiers to the event. One tier is a free-to-play where you just play the game and you get tokens and you spend those tokens. And the other portion is you need to spend money to earn more tokens to get more or better rewards. I don't know, man. I think it's fine, but I think it is showing, like, after the Scarlet Witch sigil, it's just showing that more and more of the game is going to become, you have to pay to participate. Which is okay, but then I don't think you can advertise your game as free to play because it is becoming, you have to pay. See, the thing is, saying that, like, it doesn't mean that to log into the game you have to pay, but more and more parts of the game to take advantage of, to participate in, you are going to have to pay. And I mean, it's not a huge amount, so okay, but yeah, I don't know. But then the other thing is, like, they just had a major paying event, right? Like with the July 4th, and then right after that, you want us to pay more just to play the game? I don't know, man. I don't like that. And it's kind of funny because if they're calling it the Summoner event, now we could still end up with an appreciation calendar, or an appreciation gift, whatever it might be. I think that they should do that just to show that they appreciate the people who spend their time or money on this game. I don't think that they normally announce that. I think it's just a matter of it goes live and boom, there you go. So see you tomorrow, I guess. And I don't know if this is in response to their least profitable quarter ever, and they're just looking for new ways to increase revenue, which, fair enough. Can't blame them for that, but I don't know. I think they should show their customers or player base or whatever that they do value their time and money by giving us something, I guess. I guess for me, actually, all I care about is an Awakening Gem. So if there's no 6-star Awakening Gem behind the paywall, I don't really care too much. The principle still annoys me, but actual practice, it's whatever. Yeah, I guess we'll do that. So how are things in good old New Zealand? The gap between the whales and the free play is just getting bigger and bigger. Yeah, I think they might be pushing out some free to play people. And I don't think it's because of the actual money. I think it's just because of just showing that they're not valued. Which maybe is fair. Like, maybe it's fair for them only to value those who contribute to their revenue. But I think having people who just contribute their time, it adds to the game, right? Because it's a bigger part. It's a part of the community. It allows for more competition. So yeah, it's not directly adding to their bottom line, but it adds to the community of the game. Because at the end of the day, if you take out, I don't think it's half of the community, but if you were to take out a big portion of the community that were to just lose interest in the game, then the whales have less people to whale over. Things are good here, just getting a second weather bomb to cause us grief. Snow and rain, but it is winter. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how our summer is going to shape up because we just had that heat wave last week, and that's just barely the beginning of the summer for us. So I don't know if we get those kind of temperatures again. And I mean, it was for about a week, a little bit more than a week that we had those crazy temperatures. So if we get that again, I would not be looking forward to it. So do you guys have any more restrictions? Or everything is like what it was 2 years ago? Like no more masks, no more limitations on blah, blah, blah. So I think here, there's pretty much no more restrictions. There are restrictions if you haven't been vaccinated, but it's more so for travel. Like if you're entering the country and haven't been vaccinated, then there's like you have to quarantine and stuff like that. But other than that, there's no real restrictions. No restrictions, but we had a scare in Wellington who went to L2. Australia is a big concern, though. Yeah, didn't I don't. Was it Sydney? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it was Sydney or somewhere else, but they went into like a hardcore lockdown, right? But I think that's gonna be the case for quite a while yet. Like where you're gonna have localized outbreaks. But hopefully, come October, September, October, we don't have another repeat of last year. Yeah, Sydney and the other states are getting this Delta variant now. Also, some of the Pacific Islands are getting hit hard by it too, like Fiji. Okay. Yeah, we had a bit of an outbreak the city that I'm in, of the Delta variant, but it seems like it's. I guess they must have gotten it under control because I haven't heard anything more about it. So. Nah, we won't push them to the L2. Now we can use. Oh, I don't even need to use my L2. Cool. Well, I don't know if I'm going to get the master difficulty explored. That's what I get for slacking on. I guess it would make sense because it seems to spread more like fall, winter. So if that's the time of year for you guys, so maybe we'll be in for that too in a couple months. So maybe I just need to put the game down for a little while and get outside and take advantage of it while I can. But if we have a heat wave like we did, I don't want to be outside. No, really? I guess so, eh? Oh, I didn't realize that his invisibility lasted that long. Holy crap. Okay. How hot did it get over there? So for Calgary, I think it got to 37 or 38. And then there was a place in BC that got to 45, which was the hottest temperature ever recorded in Canada. And I think prior to that, the highest temperature was in the 1930s. I don't know how close we've come to breaking that record, but and I think the 1930s was like 42 or 43. So it wasn't even like as far as that kind of thing goes, it was like a big difference. Yeah, even 38 is not nice. No, not at all, dude. And apparently for BC, only 40% of the homes have air conditioning. So you got most people going through that and they've got really no reprieve in their house. And then you're not going to go outside because it's damn hot outside. Oh, man. Canada is not ready for something like that. We just don't have the infrastructure. And I was reading something that places in the U.S., there were cases where like electrical cables were, I don't remember how they put it, not necessarily melting, but like degrading and causing problems. Yeah, so pretty much every day here. And the biggest problem was that it wasn't cooling off at night. So the temperature for the day was about 34, and then at night was about 26 to 28, which, yeah, it cooled off a bit, but not substantial. So, like, your body didn't really get the opportunity to get to normal, really. crazy. So my parents live in the Caribbean, and it's pretty consistent, the temperature there year round. It's pretty much between 26 to 29, 28. And I say to my brother, I think we need to go there to cool off. Uh, there was one place in Pakistan, though, that got to 52, which, ugh. I don't know what the normal temperatures would be there, but like I have it on my weather app, and whenever I look, it's like 45, 47. So, Mr. Justin, how you doing? Does Bishop require his dupe now? I do not know. I haven't looked at anything for Bishop, and I the only one I've looked at since their buffs is Diablo. I don't think Ronin was actually changed very much at all. Let me just take a quick look and see what it is for Bishop. I feel you, man. I've lived in Northwest Australia for a while, 40s with 90% humidity. It sucked, but big money to work there. Yeah, that's probably why. Because working in those conditions would suck. Let's see what Monsieur Bishop is saying. Oh, crap. I don't have him as a 5-star. Holy. All right. Oh, wait. Isn't that something that has changed now? That we can see the SIG abilities even if we don't have them? I think. Yes. Okay. That's cool. Bishop prepares a unique bonus based on how many bars of power are full at the start of the fight. With 0 bar special attacks become unblockable with a stack of 29 or more prowess. With 1 bar while blocking, gain stun immunity and enemies lose 10% ability accuracy. Oh. With 2 bars, special attacks leave the target incinerated for 10 to 70% of the special damage dealt over 10 seconds. With 3 bars, start the fight with steady release active for 3. Okay. So... yeah, it looks like it's more of a nice to have, not necessarily a necessity. Wait, is this... no, that's not what I've been doing. Or was it? Oh, yes, it was. Yes. I got mixed up between the 6-star basic and the Summoner Trials for a second. Okay, so I think this will be the last match, and that will be it for the stream. And I'm going to go to bed and start all this nonsense all over again in a few hours. So have you been playing the game much or not really, Man Falcon? No. I ran right into that, didn't I? Yes, I did. Ooh, that was close. Okay. Not as much in the last week. got through some story content and just been potion farming for 6-4 initial clear. Okay. All right. Well, that is it for me. That is enough arena and nonsense for this stream. But yeah, thanks for coming and hanging out. And I will catch you guys later. Take care.